There's something you're trying to hide. That's what she said. There's something you're trying to hide. And I'm not sure what I'm trying to hide. It's the key here. I have a tendency that I'll make up stories about how larger than life I am to what is essentially given out the image that I'm something larger than life. I guess the key here is that I don't like myself. So I make up a version of myself that is aspirational and much more palatable either to the person that I'm talking to, the public, or myself. I try to give off a more palatable version of myself. I guess it's also a survival skill. My therapist also mentioned that large chances that this is a survival skill. You learn to hide things that are unpalatable to your parents. And now I take on that. Now I take on the mask to give it out to almost everybody I interact with, and I think it was very astute of her to actually make the observation that I'm trying to hide something. And rightfully so, I am trying to hide something. I'm trying to hide the fact how miserable it is to be just me. Dancing like no one's watching. She also made the observation that I indeed have the ability to dance like no one's watching. The crux of the matter here, though, is that I don't like myself enough to actually allow me to indulge in it. So I give off the impression that I'm dancing like no one's watching, but the truth of the matter is that I gave off that impression while dancing so someone can watch. And I usually close my eyes to actually go into that trance for a few seconds. And then eventually you have to open your eyes again. Out of necessity too, because if you don't open your eyes, you bump into something. So you need to have at least the minimum amount of spatial awareness to actually not die, not trip over a power cable and then get electrocuted, for example. So takes the minimum amount of spatial awareness to not die, I guess. And the crux of the matter here, however, is that I have the ability to dance like no one's watching, but I hate myself, or rather, I don't like myself enough to actually allow me to enjoy it. That's all. And it's honestly so dog shit painful to me that either no one's watching or everybody's watching. On the surface, no one's watching. It's more painful because you're dancing so that someone can watch. You get no one's watching. The reverse, though, seemed nice, but at the same time, though, you generally take a step back. Both of them sucks. If everybody's watching, then you have to put on a show. If no one's watching, then it's painful because, well, you're just alone. So in essence, you don't know what to do. You don't know what to do. Fucking Minions meme on a dentist's office billboard. This is so funny. So yeah. The core sound you're feeling is like you're trying to hide something. The core feeling is that, yeah, you're trying to hide something. And just for a moment, just for a moment, I'd like to find out what I'm hiding. I'd like to find out in plain words what I'm hiding. And I'm not sure. Half the time I'm not sure. Half the time I'm not sure what I'm feeling, to be honest. There's about 7 axes of spectrum between happy and sad, anger, disgust, whatever. And I'm very emotional intelligent, so half the time I can pinpoint exactly where in the imaginary sphere that is the center of it is neutral, true neutralness. And the further you go from each axis, then the further you feel that emotion. And half the time I can actually pinpoint exactly what I'm feeling. it's just that I can't pinpoint what the word is. Oh my god. Dick. But yeah, half the time I can't pinpoint exactly what this feeling is. It's not out of a lack of... Okay, it is a lack of word, but just the point is that I myself, at least self-assessing, eloquent. I'm okay with words. Probably even above average words. At the same time, it's just generally can't pinpoint what feeling is engulfing me right now. The feeling that engulfs me is right now is anxiety. The feeling that engulfs me right now is anxiety. The feeling that engulfs me right now is the feeling that engulfs me right now is honestly, I don't fucking know. It's kind of numbed. Okay, numbness is also a feeling. So the feeling engulfing right now is numbness. The feeling that I feel right now is a combination of worry and anxiety and strangely nothingness. Strangely nothingness. Strangely, yeah. Nothingness. And you can't feel nothing, you have to feel something. Would I allow myself to feel nothing? That's the key. Would I hypothetically allow myself to feel nothing? The answers on page 5 might surprise you. Tonight on CBS. Tonight on CBS. But yeah. Right, back to the moment. What am I going to do when I get home? Some minimum amount of work. I need to get at least some version of free motion ready for the app, or at least some minimal version of it. Then I'm not going to write a journal. This is my new journaling technique now. I'm honestly little bit tired of the writing thing. Sure, I'll write journals every once in a while. It makes more sense to actually put words on paper. Why do I say paper? And type on computer. It's like, yeah, if it makes more sense to actually articulate them into words in silence, then yeah, I'll write some journals. Right now, I like the system of because certainly speaking it out loud with raw emotion, with tones and things, and while you can drive and enjoy the view. I like this. And previously I kind of asked myself, why in the bloody hell did you take so much time and effort to actually came up with a system to record videos? At first it was a MagSafe mount. At first it was a MagSafe mount on the dash, and that shit vibrates. It vibrates harder than the bed when mother having sex. So yeah. And I kind of became a little bit semi-obsessed with it, a little bit of the footage having to be completely stationary and with no vibration, even when you're driving on a bumpy road. And I got obsessed with it. I got fully ingrained and obsessed with the requirement that the audio has to be clear and the footage must not shake whatsoever, even when the road's bumpy. And alright, I'll just fucking calm merge. Two things. One, I want it to be as cinematic as possible because I'm just saying right now, I like pretty things. I'm saying right now, I like pretty things. I mean graphics for Pete's sake, so I like pretty colours. And ooh, my footage that is filmed on iPhone can look like I filmed it on film, when I physically don't even know how film works. I genuinely don't. It's completely beyond me. Filming on a DSLR or filming on film, like IMAX and shit. Those are completely beyond me. However, I have my iPhone, I paid good money for it, and I take seriously beautiful photos on an iPhone. I've been told all are printed out Polaroids. Sure, they look like Polaroids. They're actually the iPhone footages. And also, would one of you move, please? Bro. But yeah, I like photography. And I like pretty colours. So it makes some sense that I like the things that I film to be as nice as possible. And to be truthful, there's a certain element that, underlying subconscious element that, yeah, I want to post this online. I don't know if I will, but at least I like the option that if I were to post them online, I'm going to give it to future writers. And if you're looking into the camera right now, hello, bonjour, hi, it's the year 2025, everything's going to shit. But yeah, I like the option that if I were to, oh, that's a sharp curve, if I were to give this to show someone, whether YouTube, Pornhub, or me in the future, then, well, I like something pretty. I like something presentable. I seriously do. And while the system I came up with, sure, it took hours and so many trials and, frankly, cash. The rig I came up with is pretty cushy. So yeah, no audio artifacts and, okay, I pirated DaVinci Resolve. How about that? And Dehancer. Yes, I pirated DaVinci Resolve and Dehancer. When I get the cash, I'll pay them. But to be fair though, it's like fucking $500 for whatever, so. Same time though. I like to have something pretty to show someone, I guess. And I don't think do you really think that someone's gonna watch this? If they were to post it on YouTube? Probably no. But I like to be surprised. I guess one of the reasons why I still stay alive is that I like to be surprised. Like Alan Watts said, yeah, you can live 80 years of your life. You can live 80 years of your life with everything you ever wish for. And then let's have a surprise. And then let's have a surprise. And you, well, pleasantly surprised. And then you add on enough of it, and then eventually it's life, yes. Sometimes you get the things that you ask for, sometimes you don't. And right now the needle is kind of pointing a little bit too much into the artist side of the spectrum. A little bit too much, just a tad bit, just a tad bit. At the same time though, self-assess this moment, I feel okay. It's kind of a nice change of pace, because usually when I record these kind of videos, it's usually that I like to cry or vent about something, about a past childhood trauma, or a college trauma, or just general trauma. At this moment though, I feel surprisingly okay. At this exact moment though, I feel surprisingly okay. And also I saw a billboard for Yuengling, the oldest brewer in America. Why does the oldest brewer in America say it's like a random ass manufacturing company from China? Yuengling. I can't remember the TikTok meme, but it's a random Guangdong whatever manufacturing company in China, and it's a glycerin whatever. I always trust my glycerin supplies come from Yuengling, from a production company in China. I thought it was the most funniest meme from TikTok. It's just so specific and random. I don't know, it's could be funny because, yeah. Lighter. Yuengling。猜猜海参我正在听我冰淇淋，海参我冰淇淋。猜猜海参我正在听我冰淇淋，海参我冰淇淋。John Cena，ba ba da ba， ba ba da ba， ba ba da ba， ba ba da ba。猜猜海参我正在听我冰淇淋，海参我冰淇淋。You can chill my billing. What does that mean? You can chill my billing. If you know what I mean, am I right, ladies? You can chill my billing. If you know what I mean, ladies. Oh, fucking hell. You can chill my billing. I don't know how square feet works. I just realised that. Yeah, I mentioned before that I'm here 5 years already, and I have no bloody idea how feet works. Is it fucking funny that you're measuring your fucking measurement system based on a random white guy's feet? Feet's usually not an actual feet. And I found it to be quite funny because at some point it has to be some random guy's ass using their actual feet to measure, and eventually they just decide that hey, this random guy's ass is going to be just standardized feet that people measure with. And I found it to be extremely funny. Not gonna lie, I understand centimeters. I do. I understand meters and I understand kilometers. I understand miles. I don't get Fahrenheit. I honestly do not understand Fahrenheit whatsoever. I understand. Let me see measurement. Weirdly enough, I measure distance walking wise in kilometers, but I measure driving distance in feet. Oh wait, sorry, in miles. Imagine driving 2 billion feet. That'd be really funny. You know, I'll make it easy. Create a super measurement. Oh wait, we already have it. It's called meters and kilometers. Metric system. And then someone had the brave idea to have a global language when everyone can agree to. And then it's just collectively decided it was a very stupid idea. You can't even use a fucking metric system yet. You can't even use the damn metric system yet. And now you decide that you're going to change the entire language. Back in my days. Dear me. I'm not sure how old this kid is. Yeah, let's say 3 kids. Me and they're kind of short, but at the same time he looks like he's about, I honestly can't tell. He looks like he could be in college, but at the same time it's like girls like something like, I don't know. Just a random ass thought is passing your mind because you know I like this. It's like truly in the moment, just observing what's passing by. Enter. It's observing without any judgment. And I guess that's the point of mindfulness, I guess. To observe and watch without input or judgment or constant urge to try to fix it. I'm just observing. being so odd. I'm just kind of watching. And I think that's okay. And I honestly think that's okay. At least for now. And I'm honestly simultaneously not sure where I'm going, to be honest. I'm honestly not sure where I'm going. I'm kind of driving downtown right now, and I was thinking of just stopping by a coffee shop, and I realised I'm kind of genuinely broke right now. I went to KFC today, I'm literally up to. Am I admitting using business fund for personal means? It's $10. I'll talk to the accountant. I don't know. Artifacts have zero chill. This bag here. Or rather, bing chilling. Does your back bing chills? Bing chilling. You can chill my billing. Ladies. Oh my goodness me. Oh, fuck yeah. You can chill my billing. If you know what I mean, ladies. Does your vacuum cleaner have the proper amount of suction? I asked that myself too. Does my vacuum cleaner have the proper amount of suction? Mine really sucks, alright. Oh yeah, it really sucks. If there's the one thing that I can't say about my vacuum cleaner is that it generally does suck. Oh yeah, it sucks. It sucks like Kim Kardashian in 2005. How about that? It really sucks. Is there a few strange here that 2005 is? 2005 is the same distance from this year, the year of our Lord. That, oh dear, 1985 to the year 2005. That's the same distance now. And it's even more bizarrely, to 1985 is almost, just almost. But 1985 is almost half a decade away now. And I'm about to live a quarter of a decade and a quarter of a lifetime. And I guess I never generally sit there and ask myself, how has it been for the past 25 years? Not even 22, for Pete's sake. I'm 22. So, well, has the past 22 years been? That's a loaded question. I should be a Maury Povich. Loaded. Yeah, every lady who has been on Maury Povich is loaded about that. We all know that. I'm still alive. That's like the best thing that I can actually. Where am I going? Where's this place? Okay, I've generally never been to this part of town. Oh wait, there's a shell here. Oh wait, that shell. Oh shit. That's where the subway is. Okay, good to know. never actually used this front before. Oh, interesting. So this is how to go to the shower. Yeah, back when I still had the cash, I ate often that Subway over there, and I need to conserve cash more. I don't know, today I really want a KFC. I still got fucker food at home I need to process, but at the same time I just generally really want KFC today, and just like, I want to treat myself. You know what, I deserve it. Sometimes when I try to treat myself, I have the tendency to tell myself that I haven't done any fucking thing to actually deserve to treat myself. You know what? The very fact that you still exist means that you should treat yourself. And that's true. I guess I need to remind myself that more. That the very fact that I still exist means that I should treat myself. And by that line of thinking, I tell myself merely existing is not enough. You're supposed to live, and not just living, you're supposed to make something out of yourself. So by that standard, I don't deserve to treat myself like this. Perpetually. And it's generally quite strange that I have to actually say that out loud to realise how kind of fucked up that means. You know, you don't deserve to treat yourself, and not merely existing, but be this outlandish version of yourself that you present to these random people. And if you're not that, then you don't deserve to treat yourself. So with that, I never feel like I deserve to treat myself. And the very moment when I try to do something nice for myself or change, because I've been really cruel to myself, the very moment that I try to do something nice for myself for once, I tell myself that in general I haven't done anything worth being treated for. I guess that stems from my parents, I guess. You have to get a 10, an A in American term. You have to get a 10. Oh yes, you don't deserve to talk to me, I guess. I got an 8, which is a B+. That's not enough. Which is the reason why when I go to college I tend not to discuss my grade. To be honest, if she generally would find out from my actual grade, which is a 3.2, then she would fucking completely lost it, and I mean devastated. So yeah, that's why I have a tendency to just not discuss anything about my grade. Because, you know, she honestly does not deserve to know it, because she will treat me very badly if she finds out what my grade is. And I guess in that sense, yeah, I never deserve to treat myself. I never will treat myself nicely, or at least at the bare minimum, as a normal person deserves to treat themselves, because in my mind I never actually have done anything of value to deserve to treat myself. So you don't get to eat the ice cream. How about that? You don't get to eat the ice cream. Lower the bar, I guess. Lower the bar. If... And how the fucking hell does... It's steep. We get the general sense is that if... deserve to treat myself. So, I guess the very fact that I still exist means that I should treat myself for it. And that's kind of really fucking radical. No, turn red, and oh, it's not red, and where am I? Say, where am I? I think I'm near UC, University of Cincinnati, I think. I'm not sure. You know what? I want to go to Bellevue Park. Yeah, this is UC. Okay. Well, I guess I want to go to Bellevue Park. I would like to see a nice view of today. And holy fucking, there's a lot of kids here. Oh, these are high school kids. Okay, these are not UC kids. Oh, drop-in tea. I never realised how much mental patterns I have has been inherited from my parents. Yeah. I remembered a brief moment in primary school when I think I was in third grade and the power went out. Yeah, it was flooding, so the power was out for like over a week and a half, and we literally had lit candles to actually see in the dark. And yeah, I came home with an 8 in math, and my parents scolded me for it, saying that, you're supposed to have a 10. And an 8 is a good point. I mean, a movie get an 8 out of 10 on Rotten Tomatoes is a very good film. And an 8 out of 10 movie on IMDb is a very good film. And I guess I just constantly have to second guess myself that an ace is still not enough, and because my parents only, and here's a painful part, is that when I get a 10, you get a pat on the back, and that's it. If you get an 8, then they're really pissed off. When you get a 10, that's you get a single second recognition, and then you just move on, because essentially you're supposed to have a 10 in the first place. So why would you have recognition? And for that, try so hard, and then you get it, and then you get the back, and that's it. That's the baseline, and essentially that's the reason why my life in that's essentially why my life in childhood feels like a blur, because the general sense that that's it. It's just normal. Or lower. It's just flatlined or lower. Dude. And with that, there's no high point to remember. So my brain suppressed almost entirely of it. And nothing to write home about. It's just either perfection or punishment. Mediocre perfection. That's a new word I'm going to coin today. Mediocre perfection. Your life either is mediocre perfection, or someone might say perfection mediocre. Just like Phineas said, Swinter, or some people call it Swan, and those people call Wangus, and they frowned upon in societies. Oh no, though. Actually, this is a good view, and I can actually I think in park here. Oh shit, I can. And oh my god. Okay. I can't approach that side of the park because it's blockaded. So you have to park here. Oh, at least it's a parking spot. That's good enough for me. I should take my dog here more often. I deserve to see this view for existing. That's how low my standard is now. And that's alright.